Hey there, this is Matthias from Unito, and today I'm going to show you how you can use Unito to synchronize your contacts between a marketing automation tool like Mailchimp and a CRM tool like Pipedrive. So this is a two-step approach. So I'm going to show you how you synchronize those contacts first, and then I'm going to work you through the flow that we've used to do just that. So we want to basically align and synchronize the contact between the marketing tool and the sales tool. So often the marketing team will run a lot of email campaigns, webinar campaigns, and will basically nurture those leads until they become what we call the marketing qualified lead, which is the standard for those leads that are being qualified by the marketing team. Usually, marketing qualified lead is deemed ready to be handled by the sales team. But of course, the sales team doesn't work in Mailchimp. The sales team work in the CRM, and we don't want them to move to another tool. So the use case is how we can implement this automated lead lifecycle management between Mailchimp and Pipedrive. It all starts with a Mailchimp contact. So for example, we created this specific contact. This contact is called Dwight plus Jim at Unito.io, first name being assistant, last name regional manager. So we're missing a to the regional manager in that case. But most importantly, this contact has been tagged as a marketing qualified lead. So it means that my marketing team decided that this specific contact was ready to be passed off to the sales team in Pipedrive. So this is what we want to achieve. On the Pipedrive side, as you can see, we have two contacts, but my Dwight plus Jim at Unito.io doesn't exist in my CRM. So it means that my sales team isn't aware that new business is coming their way. So I'm going to activate the Unito flow right away. Sync now. And see how we can move from this contact here in Mailchimp to eventually a new contact back in Pipedrive. So let's wait a bit and see if the contact is being created as we speak. I'm going to refresh, of course. There you go. So my assistant regional manager has been created back in Pipedrive, as you can see. Dwight plus Jim at Unito.io exists now in my CRM. But more importantly, the contact has been labeled in Pipedrive as a marketing qualified lead, which means that now we can use some Pipedrive automation to notify the sales rep that a new lead is ready. And basically the sales rep will start to move this lead to a deal and eventually to one business. But that's not enough. Let's fast forward and imagine that, hey, my sales rep are so good that they transform this marketing qualified lead into a deal. So let's do just that. I'm going to add a new deal to the contact. I'm going to save this deal. I'm going to view the deal in Pipedrive directly. And I'm going to fast forward again because this was an incredible lead from the marketing team. There you go. So we won that deal. So of course, I want that information to be reflected back in the marketing automation tool. So I'm going to activate the flow again. I'm doing it manually for the example, but of course, when you activate the Unito flow, it will sync in the background and listen for all the changes associated to your objects. But back in Mailchimp, I want to make sure that my contact went from, before I refresh, marketing qualified lead to marketing qualified lead. That's okay. But then customer, that's better. There we go. So my Dwight plus Jim at Unito.io turned into a customer, which means that now my marketing team can enroll this contact in the customer campaigns, marketing campaigns. So we could send them a newsletter, our customer newsletter, or we might invite them to a new product demo, that kind of stuff. So this is basically what happened. We created a contact in Mailchimp. We worked this contact over time until the contact became a marketing qualified lead. Then using the Unito flow, this contact has been created back in the CRM and labeled as a marketing qualified lead 1, notifying the sales rep right away that there's a new opportunity down the road with this lead. The sales rep did an amazing job, and turn this lead into a deal and won the business at the end of the day. But then still using Unito, we synchronize that new information back in the marketing automation tool so that the marketing team knows that this contact, which used to be a marketing qualified lead, is now a customer. And by just having this information back in the marketing automation tool, the team can enroll those contacts in a very specific customer campaign and not lead campaign anymore. So that's the type of magic that we wanted to realize using a Unito flow. So how to synchronize your contact between the marketing automation tool and a CRM tool, and basically automating your lead lifecycle management between both tools. So how did we do that? I'm going to take 2 minutes to walk you through the Unito flow that we've activated and the flow that created this synchronization between both tools. Remember, this is a 4-step process. So the first step is, of course, to choose the tools that you want to connect. We want to sync the work in Mailchimp with the work happening in Pipedrive. That's our first step. Second step is the flow direction. So do you want to synchronize your contact one way from Mailchimp to Pipedrive or both ways? For the example, it was one way. You create a new contact in Mailchimp. The contact will be created or updated if the contact exists already in Pipedrive. Third step is what we call the rules. This is where you create your subset of contact, the audience that you want to synchronize between the two systems. So because you're talking about contact, managing duplicates is the most crucial step, the first one. You'll have the choice to define one tool or the other as the source of truth if the same email address exists in both systems. So because Pipedrive is a CRM, and a CRM is normally where you have the most up-to-date information, I want Pipedrive to be the source of truth. So if I have the two same email address in both systems, only changes in Pipedrive will be reflected back in Mailchimp and not the other way around. So that was how to manage your duplicates. But then I want all my contacts in Mailchimp created after today, and remember, tagged as a marketing qualified lead. So that's my rule. I want all those contacts to then create a matching contact in Pipedrive and keep them in sync. So that's the rule that I wanted to implement. You've seen the results. This is exactly what happened. Last step, once again, once you have created this new contact in Mailchimp, you can still update a lot of information both ways this time. So for the example, this is the last name, the first name, the tag in Mailchimp synchronize with the person status custom field in Pipedrive. So I want the tag marketing qualified lead to be mapped with the MQL value of the person status field in Pipedrive. Same with customer. And I want to synchronize the email address. So that was it, how to automate your lead lifecycle management process between Mailchimp and Pipedrive. Thanks a lot.